Hi everyone, it's Jamie here from FX Learning. So over the past couple of days, I've been having a brainstorm on how I can restructure my YouTube channel to benefit the subscribers and the BD members more. Now I've come up with this, amazing idea because I seem to have a lot of good ideas lately. Now, when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I'm either live trading for you or I'm simulating some kind of day that happened a couple of years ago. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can be more efficient to benefit you, the subscribers who watch the videos, because obviously you want more content. Now, when I do live trading for you, I could be sitting there for 1, 2, or 3 hours before I get a setup, I don't know what happens that day. I could have a good day, I could have a bad day, I could get 5 trades one after another, or I could sit there for 2-3 hours and only get 1 or 2. That's trading for you. I can do nothing about that. Now you do not see any of that. You see the uncut, you see the cut version of the video, which is probably around 15 or 20 minutes long, of me doing maybe 1, 2, or 3 trades. Now that's fine, but I've sat there for 3 hours to give you 3 trades. For me, I could spend my time more efficiently, building more training material for the VIP members or doing more training videos for them than to sit there for 3 hours to give you 3 trades. It's not worth my time. So what I am going to be doing is every Tuesday and Thursday now, I'm going to be simulating the previous day. So today is Tuesday, and I'm going to simulate what happened on the charts Monday. And I'm going to do the same every Thursday as well. So I'll simulate what happened the day before. So Thursday will be Wednesday. Now what I would do is I would simulate the whole entire day, 24 hours from 12 AM all the way up until 12 AM the following day. So you'll basically get the whole of the Asian session, the London opening, the US opening, and the Asian open as well. So you'll get all 3 trading sessions on a video, and we'll go over every single trade the binary destroyer will give us, and I can show you the good trades that I would take and the trades that I wouldn't take. Now this will benefit you greatly because if you are a BD member, you'll be able to see the trades that you took as well on that day, and you can see the reasons why they won, why they would have won, or why they would have lost, and you would have seen the trades that I took and I missed. Okay, now it will help you massively, because there's some members in the VIP group that will sit there and think, well, where's he getting all these trades from? And I've sat here for 2 hours and got nothing. So, you'll be able to go back in the charts yourself on Monday and see the exact same trades that I took or missed in the videos. Now, if you are a subscriber, it will also benefit you because you'll just see how well the binary destroyer performs every single week, every single month. Nobody wants to nobody wants to see how well the binary destroyer performed last year or 2 years ago. They want to see how well it's performing now, today, or this week, or yesterday. So you'll be able to see that now every single week, and you'll be able to see what it's like to actually trade the binary destroyer full time. So yeah, let's head over to the charts. So a couple of things before we start. I can only simulate 1 currency pair. Now if we were trading this live, we would obviously have around 4 or 5 currency pairs open, so we'll be getting more signals. But with this simulator, I can only simulate 1 currency pair, so we're going to be getting less signals, and I don't know how many signals that could be. Could be 1, could be 10. I don't know, but it is literally 1 currency pair, and I've chosen Euro USD. It is the most traded and popular currency pair, so I've gone with that one. Now we're going to be trading the AND strategy. Now the binary destroyer 6.0 was created for the AND strategy. Now the AND strategy is basically pretty simple. You wait for an arrow to appear outside the zone like this, get into a trade. Now the binary destroyer will give us an alert only when this happens, okay, which is really good. A lot of BD members get those signals sent to their phone or email, which is really good. They use it as like signals. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it's there if people want to do that. But we basically let the binary destroyer do its own analysis. We wait for that ping to happen, which we know arrow outside the zone, get into a trade. Now, the way I trade is I like to do analysis as that trade happens. So I'll wait for a ping and decide if I want to get into a trade. Now, I use, basically when I'm trading the AND strategy, I use two price action confirmations. One is support and resistance. The next one is momentum change. So I've actually got the 5-minute charts loaded up as well using pure price action. Now I use this for my support and resistance analysis, and then once I see a valid support and resistance, I'll go over to the 1 minute, see momentum slowing down, see an AND signal, and get into a trade. Now, because this is the first time I've done this, I can't actually simulate yesterday's, because if you look at today's date, it is the 21st, which is a Tuesday, and the plan was I was supposed to simulate Monday the 20th. Now, I've spoken to the people that I buy my data from, and they said it's not available until 12 o'clock tonight, but moving forward that won't be an issue. I'll be able to simulate that. But because it's my first one, obviously it's the first time I've done this, I can only simulate Fridays, which is the 17th. So we had the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and now Tuesday. And if you see in the bottom left corner, it says 16th of May 2019, and as you can see, the time here is 23:59. So if I click next bar now, we now go into Friday the 17th. Now I will document all the trades here. Okay, so as you can see, the 17th of May, I will basically, every time the buyer destroyer decides we've got a trade that meets the rules, I will write them all down here, wins and losses. And then I will go over the trades that I would take using price action. If it was my money on the table, the trades that I would take. Now, like I said, I haven't simulated this before, so I couldn't tell you if they're wins or losses, if you have a good day or bad day. Okay, so yeah, this is completely new for me. So yeah, let's click play on the MT4, and then we'll see what happens. So yes, let's carry on. I'll speed it up a little bit. Like I said, the buyer destroyer will give us a signal when it feels price meets the rules, okay? And then we'll document as we go. So I'll speed it up a little bit here. And the plan is moving forward, we'll do this every week, so you can see what it's like to actually trade the buyer destroyer every single day, every single week, and then you can see what it's like to be a full-time trader with the buyer destroyer, and you can see the price action around it. You can see the signals that I would take and the reasons why and not. Now, I pretty much mastered the AND strategy. In fact, there we go. Okay. So as you can see, I've got my first signal, EURUSD up. Would I take this trade? First thing I do is I look for support and resistance on the 5-minute charts. Have we got any here? Where's my line? Insert lines. Yeah, we have. We actually got a nice little support area. That's my first confirmation. Nice support area. Touch, touch. View here, we're basically going sideways. Okay, the next one I want to look for is momentum slowing down on the RSI. Are we looking to turn? No, we're not. Okay, we're still heading down. The RSI confirms that, so I would not get into a trade here if this was real money. Okay, now we'll see what happens here. Remember, I'm taking 10-minute expiries, so yeah, that was my first winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't need to count that. So first trade was a winner. Okay, winner, 10-minute expiry. So we'll carry on. As you can see here, the time that trade happened was at 1:38 a.m. So we're not even on London opening yet. Okay, so I'm mindful of the time down here and seeing how it plays out as different market opens. So we'll see down here, you can see it's 2:20 in the morning. The market will be it's Friday, so the market's going to be pretty consolidating. There's not going to be much movement because it's a Friday. Most traders will be selling their positions off and won't be holding it for the weekend, so you won't really get much movement. You'll get a lot of volatility, but small movements. So I'll speed it up a little bit. like I said, I would do this up until 12 o'clock Friday. Well, no, market closes at 10 p.m. Friday, so we'll do it up until there. And obviously moving forward, we'll carry on. Hopefully next Tuesday I'll have Monday's data. Obviously I'll do another video on Thursday, which will go over Wednesday's trading session. So just as you can see, just have a look at what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a nice little support area at the top, resistance area. We've got a number of touches here, another one here, and another one here. So when you're trading the binary short, it's good to kind of zoom out like this and just get a general idea of what's happening. See if the price is uptrend, downtrend, ranging, breaking, everything like that. So I'll speed up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Remember, the binary short will only give me a signal if it thinks it meets the rules, right? So I don't need to kind of zoom in like this. Okay, I don't need to go, is that a trade? Is that not a trade? The binary short will do the analysis for me. Okay, so which is good, especially when you're trading the AND strategy, because it takes half of the pressure of weight of deciding, is this a setup, Jamie? Is it not? Well, you'll only get a signal if the binary short says it's a signal. So at the minute, as you can see here, London is now open. You see here, 8:26. So we're going to get big movements now. Here's the big movement, right? Here we go. I think I might get a signal. There we go. Okay. There we go. So we've got a signal here. Okay, this happened at obviously 45 minutes in London open. Would I take this trade? You know what? I would take this trade. Let me just go back to the point it happened. Okay, and we'll do exactly my breakdown per trade. So we'll go over to 5 minutes. Have I got support area? Yes, definitely got support. We can see here. Okay, we've got a touch here. See that touch? We've got a number of rejections here, here, here. Okay, and then obviously we've come crash down. If I go back here, we can see a definite support area. If I move this here, you can see the support area here, here, and here. So yes, valid support area. Next one, momentum slowing down in the market. Yes, we've got momentum slowing down. You can see prices, momentum slowing down, creating higher lows. And it looks like we've got a double bottom here. Plus and signal. So I would get into this trade. For me, I would get into this trade. 10-minute expiry. Was this a winner? Yes, no question about that. That was a beautiful winner. So we're on our second trade, which was a winner. And I would also write down here a trade I would take. Again, this is the trade that I would take. So it would be a winner. So at the minute, we're pretty much on the binary short giving me 2-0, and I've took one trade and it's a winner. So yeah, we'll carry on. We'll see what happens, everyone. Like I said, I don't know what's going to happen here. We've broken the support, we've broken the top bands. Looks like we're going to come back up and retouch. You see here, look, we've rejected straight off this support line, this resistance line. Look at that. Look at that. Oh no, we've broken it. We are now going higher, so it's good to actually look at the 5 minutes as well to see what happens. And I'm just going to draw the next. Oh, hang on, I might have got a signal there. No, we haven't. So it's always good when you're trading just to plot your support and resistance. You see one here? Okay, rejection, rejection. So we'll just see how well, just see what the price does. It might come up and retouch this support resistance line. We'll see what happens. I'll also add another line in as well, so we can play around with support and resistance. So there we go. Once we get a move like this, right, here's another top tip. On the 5-minute charts, you notice how we've got a rejection here. It's good to actually now bring that down to this level. And this now becomes new resistance line. So we've got support, resistance, okay? Support and resistance. Now, price is coming down. Is it going to come back down to this zone at the bottom here? We'll see what happens, okay? So we'll go back to the 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Wow, there we go. Okay, pretty much bang, straight to this support zone. Here we go. We pretty much spiked straight through this support area, rejected from it. So yes, we've got a valid support area now. Have we got momentum changing in the RSI? We go back to this candle. No, we haven't. I would not take this trade. To me, we created a lower low on the RSI, as you can see here. Look at the RSI. We're creating lower lows, right? So this to me confirms that we are going lower. Okay, so we've got support, yes. Momentum slowing down, no, it's actually speeding up. It's telling me the price is going lower. So it's not for me a signal, but we'll see what happens on this occasion. As you can see, this happened at 11 o'clock, so it's still London opening, where you can see here that was a beautiful winner. So this was our third trade with the thebinarydestroyer. Again, I wouldn't have took this trade, so at the minute I've only took one trade for the day. Okay, we'll go back here, we'll see what happens. Again, you know, be mindful of the time. We're going to be getting the US session opening soon, so we'll probably get another spike up, another volatility in the market as we come up. You notice how we still get the arrows. We still get the arrows, okay, but we won't get a signal because none of these arrows meet our rules. Okay, see price come back down now. See price come back down to the support. It's now broken below it. Go back to 5 minutes. See that? Because the momentum wasn't, let me just pause it here. Because the momentum wasn't slowing down at this support zone, right? For me, the price was going to continue down, and that's why I did not get into the trade. Okay, obviously it was a winner, but price action was telling me a different story, so that's why I didn't get into a trade here. Now, because we have rejected and we've gone massively lower, I'm now going to bring this down here, okay, and this is going to become my next support area. Okay, this is now my next support, because, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my resistance down, my resistance line here. I'm going to bring this down to this. In fact, I might bring it down to this level here. Okay, we had a resistance here, support here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I think we're gonna get another signal any minute now. We might get a signal. Okay, we did get a signal. Okay, would I take this trade? Okay, well, yes, we've got our support. I can see that. Okay, we're still rejecting from this support area. Have we got momentum slowing down in the RSI? Yeah, I would take this trade. I would actually take this trade. We've actually formed the double bottom on the 1 minute chart, so that's pretty nifty. So we've got a double bottom. Okay, we've got momentum slowing down. We've got a support area on the 5 minute chart. So for me, if it was my money, I would take this for a 10-minute expiry. So let's see what happens here. Okay, let me zoom in here. Well, it's no brainer. This is a winner here. So again, this is a setup that I would take. Again, that is, I've took 2 trades for the day. This is also a winner on trade number 4. So yeah, as you can see, you start to see the trades that I do take and don't take, which is very good, you know, moving forward. If you want to master the thebinarydestroyer, or if you're looking to join us, you kind of see how it performs around price action at the same time. So be mindful of the time. Again, as you can see, we're coming up to almost 2 p.m. now. So, you know, this is coming up to mid-afternoon, and we've had 4 signals for the day. Just remember, this is one currency pair. You know, if we had more currency pairs open, we'd be getting a lot more signals. So it's not bad considering that we're on a 100% winning streak. So we'll see what happens. Again, price continues down. Will it continue to this? Oh, look, we've broken the support. Here we go. We're going to retouch our support. Okay, we're broken above it. So I'm going to go back to the 1 minutes. Zoom out like this. Here we go. We are spiking through this support area. Okay, are we going to close below it, or are we going to close above it? Okay, we've closed above it. So my next support area is going to be, next resistance area is going to be at the top here now. It's going to be at the top. Okay, as you can see, rejection, rejection, price rejects off it. We're going to come back down. Let's see what happens. We still have no signal. Remember, look at the time. It's now coming up to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, we are spiking up. So I'm going to draw my next resistance area, which is at the top here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're going lower. We're breaking below. We're below this resistance area. I'll just speed up a little bit. Okay, we're coming back down. We're coming back down. Are we going to come to this support area at the bottom? Okay, just going to pause it a minute. Let's look at the 5 minutes. Okay, you can see price is coming back down to this support area on the 5 minute charts. Okay, so we'll bring this back down like this. We'll pop it around here. I tend to avoid, for the reference, I tend to avoid support and resistance lines. I tend to draw areas because I like to say, you know, they're key interest areas. So something like this. This is what I would normally do if this was trading. I would draw an area like that. Okay. So on the 1 minute, we're coming back down to this support area. Are we going to get a signal? Oh, okay. In fact, let me pause it. We did get a signal. Did the buyer destroyer tell me that this was a trade though? Let's see what happens. In fact, you can't even see that. Okay. Okay, yes, it told me this was a signal. Would I get into a trade here? Yes. Got my support area. Oh, price has broken that support. Price has broken that support. But I'd take this trade still. As you can see, it's a support area. So for me, that meets the rules. Have we got momentum slowing down? Yeah, okay, you can see here, prices RSI is making higher lows. We almost formed a double bottom. I would take this trade. If this was my money, I would take this trade. So a 5 minute expiry. Let's see what happens. Okay, let me just pause this. Okay, this was a risky trade. Let me see what happens. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 minute trade would have lost this. Okay, so I have lost. Okay, and trade number 5 lost. Okay, so we got our first loss of the day. Like I said, this would actually be a trade that I took. I would say this was a very good setup. But unfortunately, price broke our support area. You can see here, it broke below it. So it looks like now we're going to continue down. We'll see what happens. Just be mindful of the time again. We're coming up to almost 8 o'clock at night. Okay, there's my second signal. Stop. Second signal. Okay. Would I take this trade, everyone? Let me just go here. Okay, like I said, you wouldn't be able to actually do this live. You know, you've got to kind of, if you're trading this live, you've got to kind of know what you're doing with drawing your support and resistance as it happens. Okay, would I take this trade? Let's go to the 5 minutes. Have I got some kind of support area? Let me just bring this down here to this level and see if I've got a valid support area. You know what? I probably would not take this trade. For me, this is not a setup. We haven't really got a support area. Down at the bottom here we have, but not where this signal pops. So for me, this is not a trade. And then we've got momentum slowing down. Risky trade, right? You might win this, you might lose it. So I probably, if I was having a good day, in fact, let me just, what am I at? 2-1, right? I'm at 2-1 and okay, I'm at 2-1. I probably would take this trade. Okay, let's just take it, right? I mean, I'm winning at the minute, so I'd probably take this trade. Okay, we'll see what happens. and I believe this trade won. Okay, so it actually won. I would say this was a risky trade though. If I was losing, if I was down, I would not take this trade, but it's only because I am up I'd take this trade. So this would be trade number 6, was a winner. I'd also take this trade. So there you go, it was a trade, it was a winner. Risky trade, but nonetheless I'll take that as a winner. So we're coming up to the last hour now. Okay, we're coming up to the last hour. Okay, there. In fact, it's carried on. No, it's going to carry up all the way up until 12 o'clock, I think. Let me just see what happens. Yeah, okay, so we'll actually, weirdly, why is this carrying on? It's Friday at 10. Okay, anyway, right. So another setup with the binary destroyer. Would I take this arrow? Well, first of all, I would not take this trade. Just by looking at the momentum on the 1 minute charts, I would not take this trade. You notice how we've created a higher high price. I mean, look at the size of that candle. Look at the size of this. I would not take this trade. Okay, so don't need to do my analysis on the 5 minutes. I would not take this trade. It won though. Funny enough, it won. So we'll go for trade number 7, was a winner. Wouldn't take this trade though. So we'll go back and we'll see what happens. And we're coming up to, oh, stop. Okay, whoa. Weirdly, I've got Monday's data on it. Hold on, let me just pause this. I must have got Monday's. I must have had. I've now got then Monday's. I've got Monday's data. That's nice. They told me I hadn't. Right, but anyway, let's round up Friday's results with the binary destroyer. Okay, so the binary destroyer with the AND strategy gave off 7 trades. 7 trades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 6 wins, 1 loss. Now I obviously did my own analysis and I got 3 wins, 1 loss. So I'll make these clearer like that. Make these bigger. 3 wins, 1 loss, and then I'll make this bigger as well. And as you can see, Friday's trading session was a profitable day if you were trading the AND strategy, or you were using how I would trade, using a bit of support and resistance and momentum. I also had a successful trading day. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that video. What I would do is, obviously today's Tuesday, I will do another video on Thursday going over what happened in the market on Wednesday. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com. Thank you.